actual like face shield stuff.
Welcome to another edition of Grove 911. I'm Officer Mike Vandervoort.
Officer Katie Phillips.
I've got a little uniform change here. Obviously, this is not our standard issue, but this is both. Don't grab me. We're at the Cottage Grove Ice Arena today. We're on skates, if you haven't already noticed. So if we go down, we have an ambulance on standby. I haven't been on skates since probably the 80s.
Which is sad. I used to play hockey in like 6th grade for a solid couple months, and if you don't use it, you lose it, because it's been years since I've done it, and it's very scary.
So I figured I went out and bought a mullet wig. Hopefully later on, once I get a little more comfortable with the ice, I can play the part. I got some of the old Charleston Chiefs glasses on.
I got the good old Mighty Ducks jersey.
Mighty Ducks, that's right.
It's my favorite show. It was actually filmed in Minnesota.
Filmed in Minnesota.
Right in Columbia Heights.
That's right. So if we happen to go down, I'm using a stick as like a tripod. It's holding me up right now. So, but we got a lot of fun stuff planned for the show. We have a special guest who's joined us on the show today. I'd like to introduce I can't move out of the way here now because I'm going to fall. Wes Walz. Wes, thanks for coming. I don't know how you do it in hockey.
We're gonna do knuckle bumps and not too hard a knuckle bumps because we don't want anybody going down. We don't want anybody going
down.
Wes,
thanks for coming out.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
I've really gotten to enjoy the Wild over the last probably 10 years, probably at the tail end of your career, because if you didn't know, Wes Walz used to be a captain with the Minnesota Wild. Looking back on your career, what kind of sticks out for you?
Well, my career kind of was a crazy career, to be honest with you. I was drafted by the Boston Bruins in 1989, actually at the Met Center. That's where the draft was. So my career kind of came full circle here in Minnesota. Played the first 6 or 7 years up and down in the National Hockey League. Then my wife and I decided to go over to Switzerland, Europe. We went over there for 4 years. 2 new teams came into the NHL in 2000, the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Minnesota Wild. And the Minnesota Wild reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in coming back. It had to make sense financially, and I did. And I was able to play the last 7 or 8 years of my career in Minnesota. And I retired about 10 years ago with the Minnesota Wild from the NHL. And it feels like yesterday, but my wife and I have 5 kids. We've dug some pretty deep roots here in Minnesota. We love the people here, and we decided to stay here.
And you spent some time with the high school level, didn't you?
I did.
At Eastridge.
Over at Eastridge, I coached the girls for 2 years, the girls for 3 years, and the boys for a couple years. Yeah, this is the first year that I'm not coaching high school hockey, so I have a little bit more time on my hands now. I also have we have 5 children. A couple are off in college, but I have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old as well too.
Playing hockey.
So yes, they all play hockey.
Probably skate better than me.
They all play hockey. It's funny. My wife was the only one that had never played hockey up until a couple years ago. She just started playing hockey now too. So she skates once or twice a week. Now I'm at home doing laundry and changing sheets, folding, and she's out skating. So, but it's great. It's a great way to stay fit and active, and it's
How
outstanding.
How important is it that kids get involved in sports that even in the high school level, even younger?
Yeah, you know what? We get caught up in our own little hockey world. We think hockey's everything, but it's really important, I think, for the development of the kids in general. And it doesn't have to be hockey, whether you're playing tennis or any sport. I mean, just the life lessons that you learn from failure, the life lessons you learn.
Oh, you're going to see a lot of failure here today.
You know, just you don't always love your coach, just like maybe your boss. You don't always love your boss. You got to learn to get along.
I love my boss.
Oh yeah, there he is.
I love my boss too.
So there's all kinds of life lessons that that kids can learn from playing sports, and I've played it my whole life, and I am who I am because of having played hockey growing up my whole life.
Well, I enjoy watching you on Fox Sports North. Like I said, I never played hockey growing up, but what I've learned is through what I watched on television and learning all about 5-10 years ago. I didn't even know what icing was. So
yeah.
Well, you grew up in the state of hockey.
I know, right? I'm trying to educate myself, and I watch Wes, and he does a great job, and everyone on the crew does a great job.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy watching hockey. I think it's fast-paced. I wish I would have played. I was a little late getting into the game when you're 42 years old.
It's never too late. It's never too late.
I'm going to probably feel my ankles for the next week, but that's fine.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
So speaking of retirement and everything like that, so we have another special guest here today.
Yep, we're going to throw it off to a special
Chief.
little package.
Little package.
Yep, we're going to have 2 retired professionals with us today.
They can talk about all retirement,
That's
but we're
right.
going to toss it off to the package first to see Chief Woolery's retirement.
I've been in law enforcement for 32 years, all with the city of Cottage Grove. I knew that when I was in college, I wanted to have a job that was unique. I knew that I wanted to be working with people and have some level of gratitude and reward in the things that you do every day, and that's what brought me into public safety.
Says he wants to take care of the whole thing.
Having literally every job in the public safety department, coming here as a CSO paramedic and then police officer paramedic to a police sergeant to the first sergeant of investigations division, then as a captain, and those responsibilities changed and I gladly took those on and looked for more. So I never really had a vision for being the chief of police. Things kind of happened and that's where I ended up playing and being for 11 years. It's a different job because you serve in a different way. You have to carry the weight of the department. And it's fun to have all the good news, but it's not so fun to have the difficult news. Most chiefs don't work in the position much more than 5 years because of the level of intensity and the stress. So having 11 years is probably beyond my time, but it's been a great period to serve because we've had an amazing department that's grown and built off others that have left. We've had excellent leadership in our city council that have really made the job a pleasure and honor to work for. The biggest challenges are always personal suffering and loss, whether it be an officer that's injured or a community member that's hurt, or those tragedies, whether we be an officer involved shooting or anything to administrative issues in trying to get new facilities or to move towards a better defined public safety model. The relationship between the public safety department and the community is pretty special. It is somewhat by design. We've always worked to have an open, transparent department, to be responsive. When people call for help, they expect someone to show up. They expect to be treated fairly. We're always working to make improvements, to provide a good level of service for their dollars. My official retirement date is February 23rd. It's my wife's birthday, Katie. Whether you're working or you're not working, it's just a big part of your life and you invest a lot of your soul and your heart. Marty? This is your life, Marty. So in that sense, it's nice to be able to break that away. A lot of difficulty for a lot of first responders is maintaining an identity when you leave this service. And my goal for the department has always been to have a good work-life balance. So when the day comes when you do leave, that you're healthy and happy and look forward to having a new chapter in your life. I would just say thank you. I was provided an opportunity when I came here in 1983 to serve this community, and it's been the best community I could ever ask for. All the people that I worked with over the years that are since gone are amazing people, and the people that are here today are in an excellent position to see the department move ahead and keep climbing.
All right, now we're joined by retiring Police Chief Craig Woolery. Craig, thanks for making it down here. You see I haven't moved much. My ankles are on fire, but that's okay. That's part of the process, right? Baby steps. You're wrapping up your law enforcement career. How's that sinking in for you? What's that sound like?
I don't know. It's I'm happy to move on to a new chapter, I guess. But it's been a great career. It's been rewarding. I've had opportunities to serve in so many ways. Having just about every position in the department. I came here as a CSO paramedic in '83.
Probably the last time I was on skates.
Yeah.
You won't even ask when I was born, so
yeah, right.
We'll leave that out of it.
Yeah, so time goes by when you look back and you think about, things you've done and people you've met and worked with. We've had a lot of good people in the department that have served here that have since retired, and actually I'm really proud of the department we have today. We just got an awesome group of people. So it's a nice feeling to have, to be able to step back and get out of the way more or less and let the young smart ones come up.
What's in the works for Craig going forward?
I love hockey. I'll still play in old timers leagues and whatever I can do. I love skiing. I love anything in the outdoors, hunting and fishing. So anything I can do to pursuing a passion where I get a chance to be out and about and not be tied to a phone 24/7, not to be on call, or hopefully I have a lesser level of stress.
Sure.
Well, from one retiree to another, I retired from playing hockey 10 years ago. Welcome to the club. You're going to, you'll obviously have a lot more time on your hands now, so get used to your wife trying to, you got to go to the grocery store, you got to fold towels, you've got to stack the dishwasher. There's a lot more stuff around the house that you're going to be helping your wife with now that you're retired. Trust me about it.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
You can't just say, oh, I got to call, I got to go.
You got to go, yeah.
Yeah,
Those days are long gone. Those days are long gone, but you're staying active. You skate once or twice a week, I think. And actually, I'm doing the same too. I skate once or twice a week too, and I don't think it really matters.
too.
I don't think it matters if you're young, if you're old. It's really, really important to stay active, and you keep yourself in good shape, and it's really important.
You don't know how intimidating it is to be standing with you on the ice here. I've watched you play these years. My knees are, and I've been on a SWAT team for 17 years. A lot of different calls.
My knees are shaky
This is the most
too.
nervous I've been standing right here on skates with Wes Walz
I will
on the ice. I'm like, good grief.
That's understandable because I am about 30 pounds heavier now than when I played, so I could see it could be a little intimidating.
Yeah, I don't know how you would fight on the ice. I can barely just breathe on the ice.
I can tell you some of the guys that did that for a living. You wouldn't think that they had to be good skaters, but they did have to be, just because their balance and if somebody was not a great skater, when they would get in fights, the guys that were balance was off and stuff like that, those are usually the guys that would get beat up. But usually I didn't have to fight very much, thank goodness, and because of that, I can still count to 10. A lot of those guys, it's a tough way to make a living. But
We should have our next dad training on ice, just to really get used to use of force and.
Yeah, right. I'd be out because the only ice I'm used to being on is when I have a pole and I'm fishing for some walleye. That's the kind of ice I'm more familiar with. So I think right now we're gonna have a little fun, do a little shootout. Something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do much. We're gonna do some stuff.
I thought you were going to be the goalie.
Oh,
If I don't have to move and you don't have to shoot, so I'm gonna start skating that way, and we're gonna try to have a little shootout. Hopefully, I don't
Take your
break
time,
my
Mike.
neck.
We're gonna have a little competition here, a little shooting competition. A lot of pressure, a lot of people in the building here watching.
That's a sell-off.
We standing room only. So this is how the game's going to work. We've got a sign here. We've got a target over here, obviously numbered 1 to 6. We each get 3 pucks. We'll move up here a little close. You get 2 pucks and one of these orange flares. Mike, you're going to go first. We need another puck here. Am I safe here? Okay. 0 for 1.
That should count as a 1.
0 for 2. Oh, that's a good one. Hey, we're going to give you a 1.
we can
We're gonna
count that one.
You've set the standard.
Whoa!
You've set the standard.
I set the bar really high, Wes.
1 to beat. I just have to get it like on the board.
It's easier said than done. Oh, there's one. You're on the board.
Oh,
All right. Okay, we got.
You start.
Heads
There it
up.
goes.
Look at this. Break it up, you two. Break it up, you two. Jeez. We got to get referees out here now to break
That's
this
5
up.
from fighting.
Tension's high.
I don't know how I'm gonna get these gloves off the floor.
Here we go, Chief.
Wow, 4 right off the bat.
whoa,
2, 6.
Oh,
And 2 more.
8.
8. I haven't felt this kind of pressure in a long time. Looks like 8's the number to beat.
8's
the number to beat. All right, we got to hit that 6 at least once there. Okay, let's see how we do there.
Three.
3.
2, 5.
5.
This is all.
I'm not a math major, but okay. Come on.
6.
11. We got ourselves a winner. We got ourselves a winner.
9.
So if Chief hits the left post, then I've got to hit the left post.
The name of the game is Cop,
It's called-
C-O-P.
Cop, C-O-P. We're going to play
Cop.
Cop. Okay, all right.
That was close.
It was.
Oh, this is going to be a quick game.
Okay, crossbar. Oh! Okay. Oh. Right post. Oh, we got ourselves a C. Oh, missed. All right. Okay. Went for the crossbar. He went for the crossbar. Okay, we got a crossbar.
I get
Get it over. This one.
CEO. Yours this one?
Yep.
All right. Oh, I missed. Tried to get cute. Okay. Oh. Okay. Left post. All right. He's on the board. CO to C.
Way off.
All right.
He called it.
There it is. There's
was
your
that?
challenge. That was crossbar.
Crossbar?
That was crossbar.
Got a winner.
We got ourselves a winner.
Dinner.
Cop, COP to C. Got ourselves a winner.
All right, I think that pretty much ends our show here with the face-off
we,
against the old retirees here. So
We got a couple of retired folks here that made us look pretty good, or they look pretty good. I might have to come
You
That
back
did
didn't
here.
make
great. You
us
did
look
great.
any
You
better.
guys did great.
Hey, don't start none, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm a hockey player now. We want to thank Wes Walz for coming out and spending some time with us and skating with Chief Woolery. And Chief, congratulations on a great
really
career.
cool. Really cool.
That is really
Well,
cool.
thank you, and thanks for not putting me into the
Yeah.
boards, Wes.
Yeah, that was really fun. I really enjoyed my time out here, and thanks for having
Awesome.
me.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Thanks for
reaching
coming.
out to you and kind of getting back to me. So, but again, awesome. It's been great working with you, and I know everyone is going to miss you, and I know you'll be around enough to stop in once in a while. And thanks for supporting all we do at the police department, and happy retirement.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
was
think
gonna
I'd finish on the ice. Not a
That's
bad
right.
finish.
Yeah.
So.
Not bad.
No.
So my ankles are actually starting to feel a little better now. I don't know if it's because I can't feel them or how that works.
That could be
but-
part of it. That could be part of it.
But again, thanks to Wes Walz and
Thanks to Chief
the Ice
Woolery.
Arena and everyone here that kind of outfitted me in this garb.
Looking sharp. Looks sharp.
Looking sharp.
Yep.
Same, the varsity boys hockey team. That.
Yep, the locker room is definitely has interesting odors to it, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna need a shower just after this.
But again, thanks to everyone, and until next time,
Be safe. I don't know how to get up.
Grab the bar, grab the bar.
Ah! We're good. We're good.
Oh!
Oh man, maybe we'll have to try a basketball team.